Hi, hello, good morning, welcome, hi, welcome. It's stream time. Oh my god, the frames are, oh my god. 50.5% dropped frames. Oh my goodness. I know it's been bad, but this bad? Oh my goodness. Oh, oh lord. Can you hear me? Am I here? There's probably some really extreme delay. Like a good minute delay. Oh goodness. But hi, hello, good morning, welcome. Hi everyone. Hi, hello. Hello, hello. Hope everyone's doing super well today. Hold on, I'm gonna clear out some Discord notifications and then fucking close down Discord. Hoping that'll make things better. It probably won't. But hi, hello, good morning, welcome. Hi everyone. Hi Val. Hi Godbolt. Hi Rosa B. Welcome. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Yeah, it's my birthday today. Yippee! Oh my! Oh my God! Um, oh my God! Rocky, Rocky, Rock. What? What? Why'd you look like that? What's wrong with you? You're not properly dressed. Oh my God! I can't believe you, Rocky. Why would you do this? Come on. Fuck off. Okay. Ah, there we go. Yippee! That wasn't even planned. I'm not gonna lie. That wasn't even planned. That party just been sitting. Had just been sitting around for a few months now. After mom went to Sweden to celebrate the birthday of one of our relatives, she came back with that hat, and it's just been sitting around. Okay, the bitrate is kind of pissing me off. Anyway, how's everyone doing today? How's it going? Good time you're out? Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, what's going on in the chat? What's going on in the chat, huh? Are you guys not behaving? Do I have to get the spray bottle? Hold on, I'm getting the spray bottle. Psst, psst. Don't mind that it looks suspiciously like a gun. But yeah, I didn't have anything planned today. So we're just gonna be doing a little bit of art, I guess. As always, I don't really have any plan for the art. I'll just go where the art takes me. Also, I'm not sure if I said this, but congrats on first. Ugh, my man, stretch. I could make some birthday art, but I don't wanna. What would I even do? The bit rate is pissing me off. Don't piss me off on my birthday. OBS, I swear to God. Oh, it actually looks stable now. Wonderful. Well, I spoke too soon. Anyway. Um, this was just a little doodle I made last minute. Just to have something fun to start the stream on. But what actually to draw? I mean, I can start off by showing you guys what I drew the other day. Look at this cool Godzilla. Look at this cool Godzilla that I drew. I don't know, I think it's kind of cool. What did I do last time I had birthday? I didn't stream my last time on my birthday because my birthday was on the weekend, and so I wasn't streaming. I just came back on Monday and I was like, hey guys, it was my birthday this weekend. Anyways. And the year before that, I did the whole 24-hour stream, which I still wish I could do, but you know, it took so much out of me. So maybe these days I'd be actually be kind of better at a 24-hour stream. Cuz that was like my first birthday after I started streaming, which means I had only streamed for like 5 months. Something like that. 5, 6, 7 months. I don't know. Happy birthday. Thank you, Costas. Or however you pronounce your name. Hey, I recognize you. But it says you're a first time chatter. Coffee. No. No birthday art. No. But what? No, that looks weird. It's Jesus. And he's wishing me happy birthday. Hi, Arsen. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Holy fuck. I'm fine at work. How's your day going so far? Eh. I woke up, started streaming. The bitrate has been awful. So, you know, average. I'm sure that the day is going to be a lot more interesting when I'm done with stream. Because then I can open present. Actually, can I open present now on stream? Theoretically, I could, but I'm pretty sure my mom wants to see me open it. That Jesus hair looks not great. I can do so much better. It's a little bit better. Coffee. I don't know what else to draw. Actually, I do know what else to draw because I need to really get going with this Bigfoot business. I have to really get going with this Bigfoot business here. There's a deadline for it, so I really have to keep working on this Bigfoot. I was reminded this weekend that I only have like 2 more weeks. I kind of do got to work on this Bigfoot business. does my squatch look good enough? Bless me. Bless me, it's my birthday. I don't actually want to work on Bigfoot. I know I should, but I don't want to. I have other things I want to work on. I have other things I would rather work on. Actually, kitten. I'm sorry. I always, when I drink coffee, I always go ah, as if it's a refreshing, cooling beverage, but it's just coffee. It's not refreshing. It's not cooling. It tastes like dirt. Ah, sniffles. I've been feeling sick very on and off lately. Pretty sure I've talked about it on stream before. Uh, but occasionally I feel like symptoms of sickness. Like my head feels warm or I get real sniffly. Why? Why what? I've what's the what are we talking about? Or rather what are you talking about? Why are you taking cartoony as Sim? Why the kitten thing? Wait, what did I say again? I just think it's funny. You know the guy on TikTok? The guy who's like, hello, princess. And he claps his feet together. I'm so scared to draw his feet, his legs. What do I what do I even do with his pants? What kind of pants does one like him even wear? Could of course be very like formal captain's pants. I feel like that's a little bit boring. scary how accurate you can do his voice. Oh, princess. Yo, daddy has been waiting for you. Bright yellow rain pants? Hmm. Maybe not bright yellow because it doesn't fit his vibe that much. It would look very too eye-catching. But like imagining him like under the imagining that underneath this big jacket he's like imagining that underneath he looks like he's got like the big old fishing pants with like a knit sweater underneath. I think that might work. Then what I do for his shoes? Like boots, big boots, small boots, boot pants. Like the pants and the boots are the same. I guess that is the question now. Should the boots be separate or should the boots be the same? Because like if I give him proper like boots, then they'd be like at least this tall. That doesn't leave much room for pants. So how would you even animate this guy? How's this wait, how's his body even? I just focus on him actually looking like an interesting character. I didn't even think of like his anatomy. Because like here's his head. Here's his neck. Here's his torso. So this is like his abdomen area. I mean, it's stylized, but yeah, it makes sense. And then his legs go like this. I don't want him to be that thin, but like, you know. And then his knees are like here. Never mind, I didn't. His knees are like here. The boots would go like here. I'm gonna keep this as a guide down here. But I'm gonna copy like the length of these boots so I can use them. Just the length of them. Puffy. Boot. I really don't know how to draw feet, I'm gonna be completely honest. I just remembered this song playing just reminded me. I saw a video recently um about how it was mainly about Hell of a Boss, but it mentioned something about Has Been Hotel that I had been so long ago that I completely forgot about it. But it's both funny and also frustrating in retrospect. The video I watched was about just how blatantly misogynistic Hell of a Boss is. Um, with the way the show talks about women and how it treats its female characters and such. And something I had completely forgotten about is like years ago when there was only during like the first season or like the start of the second season of Hell of a Boss. You know, people were complaining about Millie, one of the main characters, not getting as much, screen time as the boys. And then of course Vivsy Pop went on Twitter to defend herself, being like, I'm not sexist, guys. Don't worry, I have plans for Millie, which, she barely did in the end, at least for season 2. But what's funny about it is that in that tweet, Vivsy Pop said, because this was before Has Been Hotel had been greenlit, and so we didn't, well, it had been greenlit, but we didn't know anything about it, I believe. But she said something that along the lines of Hell of a Boss is like supposed to be the boy show, and Has Been Hotel is supposed to be the girl show. Where Hell of a Boss focuses on the boys and Has Been Hotel focuses on the girls, which in hindsight is both very disappointing and also very funny because it's not true. Oh, that looks weird. I like them better, and I like his legs better in like the silhouette of just. Wait, this is why I made him in a second layer. So I can do that. I think the silhouette here looks a lot better. So maybe I'll just draw over that. See if I can add detail to it. I mean, I feel like I need to make them a little, at the very least, thinner so that they don't just look like they're an extension of his jacket. It looked like he's wearing them under the jacket. Oh, his legs look too skinny. I sacrificed. I sacrificed the legs for the sake of the torso. You know what that means? That means one of the other gym leaders is gonna have to be all legs, no torso. That actually kind of works because one of the other gym leader ideas I had for my region was a skier. That actually works out. Actually works out pretty well. Yeah, that just looks weird for some reason. I cannot put my finger on it. Maybe it's the way, like, I rounded out his jacket. It looks like it tapers in a little bit. It implies that, like, the legs should get thinner as you go down. That's not really what I want to do with him. He'd be like too. He'd be a little too cartoony, even for Pokemon. I feel like what I have to do is maybe shorten his torso a little bit. Just slightly. And then not have it taper like that as much. If I just... gonna mess up the color layer a little bit, but... there, made the torso a little shorter. Also make it not taper as much. I have the name J.J. Abrams on my mind now for some reason. My mind is just repeating the name J.J. Abrams for some reason. I have no idea why. I don't think about J.J. Abrams that often. I don't think I like it as much as the original shape, but this might actually work better still. Am I feeling the moon today? I'm not feeling the moon today. Oh, no, when I add the silhouette in the background looks fine, but every time I actually add the outline of the legs, they look weird. Still. Is it because they're too long? Also, he's still not really giving ghost. He needs to be a little bit more ghost-esque. I don't know how uh to do that. Okay, that actually doesn't look half bad. Still a little bit off. If I look at the big picture and then like try to edit it, so I can see what the actual problem is and what looks good. Well, that actually looks good already. I just had to slightly taper them inward. Doesn't really give triangle vibes. They're just slightly tapered inward. Oh yeah, I think that's good actually. That's wonderful. Maybe make his feet a little bit bigger. Now they're tilted anyway, so I have to like fix them. I feel like realistically, like there shouldn't be a gap here. Like he's a big man. He probably has thick legs. There probably shouldn't be a gap in between his legs. And it's off centered anyway. I realize because he's looking slightly to the side, which means that his like his front center goes like here and here, which means that his crotch is like somewhere here, which means there really shouldn't be a gap. Does that actually look better? I mean, I don't like it as much, but surely it's more realistic. Stretch. Like doing some birthday art took me 57 minutes. Oh my god, for real? On where? Where though? Under there? Under. Wait a minute. Okay, I'll cave. I'll cave. X. Oh, so Twitter. Oh my god. Is that a. That's awesome. That's awesome. Hold on, let me link that. Let me link that real quick. That's awesome. Ugh, my ear itches. Wonder if it's because of my headphones. Probably not. Also, hi Hazuki and hi Mori. Welcome, both of you. I hope you're doing well today. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Also, Mori, congrats on second. Actually, I should duplicate these so this version of them isn't completely gone. And then also, hi Cam. Welcome. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Hope you're doing well too. Doing well. Hope you're doing well on your big day. I'm doing as well as I can. It's just a regular day. As you can see, I have nothing planned. I just I'm just streaming. How do I pet the rug when it's wearing that birthday hat? Oh, no, I messed it up. No. Setting its cheek, that's what I'm doing. Oh wait. Oh, the birthday hat is reflective. Oh, I gotta be careful with the reflections. No. At the dentist and wait for my name to be called up. Oh. Is it just a regular checkup? Or is there like something wrong? That reminds me, I haven't been to the dentist in years at this point. Ever since I became an adult and it was no longer my parents' responsibility to like set that stuff up, I haven't gone to the dentist because I can't set it up myself. I'm such a failure. Regular checkup. One day I'll probably have to get tooth removed since it grows sideways. Oh Jesus! What? I guess that does happen more frequently than you'd think. That's the whole wisdom tooth thing. They grow sideways. My teeth are very uneven. I have a real weird problem. My two front teeth are like kind of big. And like one of my teeth is actually growing behind it rather than like next to it. I think like it's not a huge problem. It's not ruining the way I eat. But like when I bite into an apple, for example, my bite mark looks something like this, rather than like this. And when I smile, I look a little bit I look a little bit like this. Actually. I got that squirrel girl smile. Wait, I just remembered I was gonna make a joke. I was gonna make a joke. Hold on. Let's pretend that I haven't been streaming this entire time. Let's all pretend that I have not been streaming. Let's pretend that the stream is, let's pretend that I have not been going for like an hour and that I just started stream right now. Let's all forget that the past hour just happened. And we'll pretend that I just started, okay? Okay, because I have to make a joke. Oh, wow. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Today is February 23rd. You know what that means, right? You know what that means? That's right. It means it's like 3 days away from Pokemon Day. Isn't that exciting, guys? We're getting a new Pokemon news in like 3 days. Wow. Isn't that amazing? There's no more important occasion than that. That was the joke. It could have landed a lot better earlier. Anyway, put the hat back on. Put the hat back on! God damn you. That is true though. Pokemon Day is in like 3 days. It's February 26th, which means it's on Thursday, I believe. When I see the devil's eye, look away and smile wide. You found me. I never actually talked about this, not on Discord or on stream, but guys, 21 Pilots released Drag Path last week. Finally, they released it publicly. Drag Path etched in the surface as evidence. I left there on purpose, a sad sad laying on the surface. Can you find me when see the devil's eye? A current travels down my spine. He found me. Oh wait, no, that's from that's not a line in this version. It's slightly different than the original because they wanted the people who paid for the original to have their version. So it's a different edit with some verses changed around. I very much still prefer the original. To the point where let's just say I acquired the original, let's say. I mean, people leaked it online, like, as soon as it dropped. Like, it literally became a meme. Because even though, like, it was such a limited release, it became a meme. With the fuck-ass pufferfish video. So it's not hard to find the original online if you look for it. Can you, a drag path etched in the surface as evidence. I left there on purpose, a sad sad laying on the surface. This is the part that became a meme, so it might sound familiar to some of you guys if you were on TikTok around. Was it in like around September, October of last year, I believe? The pufferfish video. Can you find me? Can you find me? Like it removed this version removed like a few verses at the beginning as well as a part at the very end, which just makes the song feel a lot more full, which is why I prefer the original and not the edit. I don't have TikTok, so no, it's fine. I definitely shared a few of those videos in the Discord server when that was when it was popular. Never heard the song before, really? It went super viral on TikTok. I guess not that viral. I guess it was like viral in a certain community. But I remember seeing a bunch of edits of it when it was really popular. Hold on. Love in a bottle, love in a bottle. Don't need love when it comes in a bottle. Short when you're bluffing, double or nothing. Laugh it up, la la. Drag path buffer fish. Yeah, November. Here's a video from November 2025. I'm gonna. Move over here. Browser. Oh shit, I have to. There we go. Does this not look familiar to anyone? Hold on, let me. This should be muted from the VOD. The desktop body. November 2025. And then there were edits of it with like different 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 animals and like different media franchises and other events. I even found one I found one edit where it was like someone had put in a bunch of like people commenting on like these videos asking like where the song is, but like the song wasn't publicly available at the time, and so people asking for the song wouldn't be able to find it, at least not readily available. As I said, you can still, the song was leaked a while back, so you can still find it. If you look, you can find it. The original edit is slightly different, and I prefer it, so. Also, hi Sever, welcome. Hi, hope you're doing well. Thank you for the birthday wishes. You know what I want to do? You know what I want to do? I want to go get something. I'm gonna go get something. Hold on. Wah. I got some cake. Some small mini cake. It's cheesecake with the jello on top. I don't know how common that is in other parts of the world. I know that in America, usually when I see cheesecake, it's just the pie crust with the cheese stuff on it. But at least here in Norway, and I think at least in the rest of Scandinavia, we do it with jello on top. But it is cheesecake. It's got jello, and then it has a cheese cream and some crust at the bottom. Mmm. Cheesecake has always been my favorite. My favorite cake. But as I've gotten older, I just find them so sugary. I can't have too much cheesecake anymore. Also, it's small. It's in a little cupcake thing. Very bite-sized cake. Yummy, yummy. Might have tried cheesecake with jello at some point. I have never tried it without it. It's just the way that we make cheesecake over here. Every time I've had cheesecake, it's been with jello on top. Very interesting. Yeah, I wonder why that is. Like, it makes sense that there would be variations in cheesecake, obviously, but interesting that that just became the norm over here. That's a little bit interesting. But it's tasty. I also I also this is funny. I also, cuz like every birthday I have cheesecake. So I want to try something different. My mom still ended up making cheesecake. Clearly. But I did ask Mom if we could try making a Napoleon cake. Because I had that once a few years ago, and I thought it was pretty good. So I wanted, I also wanted that. And so my mom tried making it, but she kind of messed up. I guess the custard, the vanilla custard that she made for it wasn't gelatinous enough. So it was just very gloopy. A very gloopy Napoleon cake. We had that yesterday because my younger sibling was on winter break last week, and we're leaving for back to school yesterday, and so we had cake yesterday while my younger sibling was still home. But then when we tried to cut the cake, it just started running everywhere. And so let me show you. Hold on. I need to BRB again because I need to show you. Here's the result of that cake. Here's the container. It's supposed to be cake. But you open it up, and it just essentially just looks like a bowl of vanilla custard with some puff pastry sheets in it. Because the cake would not hold its shape. I think that's funny. Like, look at this cake. That's not cake. At least it's a tasty bowl of goop. Okay, I'll go put it back. I just wanted to show you. Also, what could this be? I examined it. It doesn't have a tag on it or anything. Not that it would matter, because obviously if it had a tag on it, it would say to Melanade to twitch.tv/Melanade from mom and dad. And probably also from siblings, even though they weren't involved at all. What could it be? There's a weird shape in it. I can feel two distinct things in... That's some sort of container. I can feel two distinct squares inside. One of them is very clearly a book, which makes sense because that's something that I've asked for. And the other is some sort of metal container. You can hear the wobble of like pressing in the lid. I don't know what that is. But yeah, I won't open it on stream. I'll wait till my mom gets home because she probably wants to see my reaction. But for now, oh, actually, the rock might be a little heavy to sit on top. So instead, I'll just put it in the back. Now it's giving the vibe that it's the rock's birthday, not mine. Hey, maybe it is. Maybe this was all a ruse. Okay, that actually does look bad for like a lower body. I just have to think of what color to make the pan boots choose. Mm. Mm. As I said, I cannot take sugary foods like I could when I was younger. Like, this is a tiny ass, like, cupcake sized cake, and I can't even finish it. It's so sugary. It's way too sugary. Oh my god. There's like a little bit left of it, but I cannot finish it right now. I have to wait a little bit. Oh my goodness. Ah. Am I alone on that? Are there other people that can't take sugary food like they could before? Like, it's just too sweet. It too much sweet doesn't really taste good. Like, I like sweet food. It's not overly sweet food. Like a little bit of sweet occasionally. I have a sweet tooth. I can never get enough snuggery food. Ha 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 ha. Typo. Snuggery food. Go to the typo dimension. You made a typo. Hi Fane, welcome. Congrats on 69. Hope you're doing well. Also, thank you for the birthday wishes. Let me check my phone real quick. I have not received any money yet. In Norway, we have this app. It's essentially like Venmo, but like in Norway specific. And I'm expecting that throughout the day it'll give me a notification that I've received money from my my grandparents, but not yet. I wonder if they've tried calling me because the problem the I have a problem with my phone. I've had a problem with my phone recently where it cannot take and receive call. It cannot make or receive calls for some reason. I don't know what the issue is. And so I have to my grandparents have to call my mom later so that I can use my mom's phone to talk to them. Because my grandparents love calling me on my birthday to see how things are going. I don't know, there's something wrong with my phone. I have to try to look at the settings to see if anything was off. And there wasn't really anything, so I'm very confused. Kind of strange. It's really funny when my grandma calls. When my grandma on my mom's side calls every time I have a birthday, because fun fact, uh when I was born, I mean, I'm a synthetic alien android from outer space. I wasn't born. I was found on the ground, but like for the sake of argument. When I was born, um I came kind of suddenly one night, and so the ambulance did not have time to arrive yet, and so I was born in the living room. And it was my grandma on my mom's side that actually like what's it called, like delivered me, right? And so my grandma really loves telling that story every year, because I mean, I understand that's like a very like big memorable moment, so I completely understand. Maybe it's a problem with your mobile service provider. That's the thing. My dad actually checked that, and it doesn't seem to be a problem with the mobile service provider. There's something wrong with my phone. It's very weird. I don't understand. It is the living room. A good place to be born, probably. Maybe. Okay. I like the shape, but I don't know what to do with the color. Actually, that doesn't look. That doesn't look great. I'm gonna be honest. What's a color that would look nice for the pants? No, it can't be too saturated. Can be a little bit lighter. Feel. No, that looks silly. Actually, what if I go with almost like almost an entire like white? A little bit of a off white. That's not bad. Actual. That's not actually bad. I don't think. I don't like that. And then put the same off white on the hat. Sorry, yes, how I wasn't, but I never answered. Yes, I'm doing well, studying aviation rules and laws for getting a drone license. Oh, that's cool. A drone. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with it? Are you gonna spy on your neighbors? Disguise it as an Amazon drone so you can steal packages of people's porches. This is a good starting point. This is a good starting point. The problem is it's not giving... It's not giving ghost. It needs to give a little bit more ghost. Or so that it could help with getting a job, taking areas and factories that you can't reach easily. Ah, that makes sense. And a little interest, of course. Yeah, that kind of goes without saying. You don't need a license for drones that weigh less than 250 grams. Oh, I didn't know that. I just assumed that you need a license for. I guess it makes sense that you wouldn't need a license since a lot of people can just buy drones. Like for my appointment and everything is good. Nice. Great to hear. The playlist has looped back around. So let's go to oh, let's go to this playlist. Not this song though. Yeah. Flying isn't restricted, but flying is. Because you can fly indoors, which doesn't affect from the lot. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense, actually, yeah. Still pretty cool, though. Completely forgot that his legs were in a separate layer. But now that I fixed them, I can put them in the same layer again. How to make him look ghostly, though, is the question. Also, I need to draw his second arm. I always do this. I always do this when I draw characters. I always draw them from like this exact angle, and I draw one arm, and then I forget the other arm because the perspective makes me not sure how to draw the arm. Anyway, how to make him look ghostly, though? Because he's a ghost and water type guy. As you can tell from these type symbols. But how to make him look ghostly while still not make him threatening or anything. How does Pokemon usually design ghost type trainers? How many ghost type specialists are there in the games? Ghost type specialists. They all look so very different from each other. Holy fuck, what? Agatha is an old lady. Morty is just a guy. Phoebe looks extremely tropical. She doesn't even give off ghost type. Fantina is like really elegant and like fashionable with a big old ball gown. Jean-Tal is like a nerdy goth girl. Acerola is a child with like tattered clothes. Alistair, well, he's from Sword and Shield, so he wears like a football uniform essentially. But he's got a ghostly mask. And then Rhyme has a cool skeleton hair, but like her outfit is very much just like just an outfit. There's so much variety. Oh yeah, and then there's also Gwen from Legends EA, who's again kind of just a goth girl. Like Chantal, she's just kind of a goth girl. Got the cool Chandelure hat though. Spooky, a white guy. Morty is pretty spooky. Stretch. I mean, I guess if this if the standard for what counts as a ghost type specialist is just looking kind of spooky and having some purple on your in your design, then hey, I'm like halfway there with this design. He's got a little bit of purple on him. Got a little bit of purple on him. Yeah. Then my won't be turned around to keep this world from sinking down and my ground, and I won't back down. I guess I'll ask my Discord buddies. Ugh. Goodness. Oh. Goodness me. Ask my Discord buddies what they think. I kind of want to do the JoJo thing. I kind of want to do the JoJo thing. The way his jacket opens into this thing really reminds me of Josuke from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And I am very tempted to give him like big old golden badges here, just like Josuke has. Like one of an anchor and one of a Pokeball. Pokeball, I'm sorry. I say cause like the way you're supposed to pronounce it is like poke a mon. While usually I default to poke e mon. Sometimes, occasionally, if I slur my words, I end up saying Pokemon. But it is Pokemon. That's what it's supposed to be, Pokemon. But sometimes I say Pokemon. Pokeman. Speaking of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, a new chapter just recently came out of the current part, JoJolian. Not JoJolian, JoJo Lands. JoJolian was the previous part. But the latest chapter of JoJo Lands has done something very interesting that no other JoJo part has done before. It was the latest chapter was like an entire year time skip from the last chapter. And Araki labeled it as JoJo Lands Act 2. Which is really interesting. I have an idea. I have an idea. I don't know if it's a good idea. It might end up being an awful idea, but it is an idea. And so I'm gonna do it just to see how it looks. Happy birthday. Thank you, Princess Edits. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. make a difference if we make it or not. Got each other, and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand, and we'll make it, I swear. Oh, living on a prayer. I feel like this is gonna give the design just a little bit of that oomph, a little bit of that floomph. A little bit of that goomph. A little bit of that schloomf. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Oh, living on a prayer.
Oh fuck, Melon, that freak of Lucy is here. I'm worried she'll eat all our food again. Should we start using tranquilizer darts and heat her with a catapult?
Oh my god.
Oh shit, never mind. She's just here to wish you a happy birthday. Fuck, she's doing that 6-7 thing. I'll bring the sledgehammer.
Hi Lucy, hi, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the birthday wishes, I appreciate it. Chat. Chat, it's is Lucy going a little too crazy with these with the text to speech as of late? Or is this just the right amount of freak? What do we think? 6-7. I thought Lucy didn't like 6-7. Or is that someone else? I might be thinking of someone else. To be fair, there's a lot of people that don't like 6-7. I think 6-7 is funny. In like an ironic sense. Obviously, there's not something actually funny. There is like no joke to it. There is no joke to 6-7, really. I admit that. But my counter argument is this. 6-7 is as funny as 69 or 420, to be honest. Just a funny number by now. I mean, yeah, but the thing is, and the thing I understand is that at least 69 and 420 actually mean something. 69 is the sex position, and 420 is something to do with weed. They have a meaning to them. 6-7 doesn't really. Which is why I think this is a much better comparison, because why did we think this was the funniest shit ever back in like 2016? I hate 6-7, but I'll use it to torture others even if I'm damaged by the recoil. You know, that's fair. I respect that. 420 means nothing, what I know. People just say 420 blaze it. It's the thing. It's kind of because it was turned into a meme, it's kind of lost its meaning. I'm pretty sure before people just started using it as haha funny weed number, it actually had a specific meaning to it. I haven't actually looked into it. Maybe I'm wrong. I just assume that, you know, you don't turn that into like a weed thing without it actually meaning something. Like the pot smoker community, you can tell how well versed I am with doing drugs, just based on how I talk about them. I'm sure they had a reason. It meant something, but then it was sort of homogenized into the media landscape, and now it doesn't mean anything anymore. It's kind of the same with 69. That's also just kind of become a funny number, even though most people know that, yeah, it's a sex position. Oh, sorry, Twitch. I'm sorry I said that. I meant to say schmeck. Sorry, I have to censor myself, or else Twitch is gonna take more of my ad revenue. I say more as if they haven't taken it all already. Now his pants look very plain. I don't know what to do with there though. They found him. They didn't know him and they didn't understand. They never asked him why. Running down the street, out of the shadows and in the night. No Billy, did lose my number. 420 is from April 20th, which is the day for celebrating smoking weed. Ah, see, it does have a meaning. What does 6-7 mean? 6-7. I'm still stuck on what to do with this guy's design. Fuck, I think I ruined him. Now that I'm looking at him, the yellow like stripe, the yellow like lines, the yellow border on his coat, it makes him look more like a train conductor rather than a sea captain. Now that I'm looking at it, that isn't really a sea captain kind of thing. He looks more like a train conductor or something. Hmm. 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 Well, now I put so much effort into drawing that. Now I have to keep it. I still don't know how to make him look ghostly. Fuck. So all the yellow in his design makes him look less ghostly, and honestly less watery, because he just looks like a train conductor, not a sea captain. How far back can I? How far back can? Oh yeah, that's the last thing I did. I fixed his collar. Well then, I can't go back. I guess I gotta remove it manually. As a purple or ghostly light teal? You might be onto something. Hold on. Then how do I balance these colors? Do I just replace the yellow? Even though that's kind of what yellow that's supposed to be in there? No, that looks a little weird. That looks a little weird. Could make one arm a ghost arm. That's an interesting idea, but that's not a that's not a thing Pokemon would do. If it wasn't if it wasn't meant to be a Pokemon design, then uh that might actually be cool. Well, I hope everyone has like having a good day or night. Stretch. Hello, Mr. Jester. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. Will-o-wisps? Hmm. How to incorporate them though into like his outfit? Actually, I should think about the in between of the ocean and ghosts. Where does ghosts meet the ocean? Because will-o-wisps are kind of foresty. At least in my mind. I don't know the actual lore of them. When I think of ghosts on the ocean, I really just think of like ghost ships. Could add a Pokemon haunting them, looming behind their back. Again, that's not really something Pokemon does. Not like explicitly. Very often. Like there's the ghost girl in X and Y. Sure, but like she's like a very like minor one-off character. She only has that one scene in X and Y, and then she does nothing. There aren't any characters that are explicitly possessed. Or a ghostly lighthouse. That also... makes sense.
Wah.
Wow. Hello, Guben. Welcome. Thank you for the tier tier 1 sub. I appreciate it.
Fluby_temp just followed.
Oh my god, it's Fluby. Hello, Fluby. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well too, Guben. More like how some Pokemon sprites have their Pokemon in them. Maybe that's more Pokemon gym leaders. I mean, this is a gym leader. But I guess I understand what you mean. Happy birthday. Thank you, Guben. I appreciate it. Also, I appreciate the sub. Thank you so much. Yummy sub. I'm gonna eat it up. Nom 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 nom.
Jade the Fox Girl just followed.
Jade the Fox Girl, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome. Why happy birthday? You're a MILF. I'm not that old. Then again, how old are you to... We all know that fucking... We all know that VTubers reach hag status at like 25 these days, so I'm not far away from... I guess if 25 or something counts as a hag, I guess that means at this point, I am at least MILF age in VTuber years. Actually, it doesn't look that bad here. It doesn't look that bad if it's only here. It looked a little bit weird when it was all over. But this might actually be fine. This might actually be a-okay. Happy birthday, Mel. Thank you, Joshua. Welcome. Sunday, what have you done? Why do I suddenly have an influx of people from your community coming in to wish me a happy birthday? What did you do? What age can one be considered a MILF? I had a classmate who got children at 16. Does that mean anything older could be considered a MILF? That's the thing. Obviously, the term MILF doesn't mean mom. I'd like to. Ah. But I'm pretty sure it's like functionally it refers to like the age range of like moms, right? It specifically refers to like women in like their late 30s, early 40s, and like up from there until you're like grandma age, which I guess at that point would be like late 50s, early 60s and up. Middle aged, essentially. It's probably not referred to the age at when someone can become a mom, and more like the age of a mom whose kid is already like late teenager or early adult, where they're like, oh, my friend's mom is so hot, like that kind of thing, maybe. I don't know, something like that. Not quite sure. Then you're removing the origin from the word. Well, what is the origin of the word? Like, yeah, we know what it means, but like, where did it come from? In what context did it come from? Also, calling someone a MILF is a preference of the person saying it, but I could consider one. Maybe it's what someone else would. I understand what you're saying. But like, at that point, is it even like, at that point, like, what is the purpose of any word that refers to a person's attractiveness? Plus, does it really matter? I'm pretty sure MILF is a word originating in porn. So I don't think it really the etymology doesn't really matter. I don't think it's a word that should be used with much seriousness. The word that's had its meaning twisted, it doesn't mean what it means. Also, hi Astro, sorry, I'm a little bit distracted by this conversation right now. But welcome, hope you're doing well. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Stretch. I'm confused, I'm gonna stop talking about it now. If you say so. Maybe I'm also the one confused. Maybe I don't understand where the word comes from or what it means. I just have my own idea of what it means based on context clues and all that. Plus, my view on words in general isn't very rigid. I am a firm believer that society determines the meaning of a word. And the way a word is used is what the word means. It doesn't really matter much like what it used to mean. Because words change meaning over time anyway. That's why the whole is water wet conversation is like one that really like I find really stupid and annoying, because like we use the word wet to refer to water. It doesn't matter if like scientifically and empirically water is wet or not. We use the term wet. We use the word wet to describe water, therefore water is wet. So I don't really fucking care. If like actually water makes things wet, therefore it can't be wet. But I feel like I'm very alone on that. Every time this conversation comes up, I feel like everyone's always like, "Oh yeah, water isn't wet," and then they say the same things over and over again, like, "Oh, water isn't wet; it makes things wet." So there are some cases where I think that words should remain what they're supposed to be. Mostly in cases where people are using it wrong, like maliciously, like specifically with the term woke and how that has like been co-opted into meaning something completely different than what it usually what it originally meant. And like the problem there isn't just that the word has changed, it's the fact that the word has intentionally been, manipulated into meaning something pretty much the opposite of what it originally meant, which is very frustrating because it's not just that the word changes over time, it was like an active malicious ploy, so to speak, to change the term woke. And that is a little bit disheartening. In that case, I'm like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't let those people decide how to use the word woke. Because they don't care. They don't fucking care. If one were to go that in depth, then no atom touches, so nothing is ever wet for real. Like, oh my god. But the thing about that is that people complaining about woke don't even have a consensus of what it actually means. Yeah. I guess it's a difference in like whether like a word becoming like a buzzword for like an ideology doesn't really change the word in a very significant way. Obviously, it's obfuscates the actual meaning of the word in like for like society at large, sure, but it doesn't really change the meaning of the word because the way they use it essentially has no meaning. But it's still very annoying to see. Like woke originally was a term from like the 1920s or 1930s during like the Jim Crow era, I believe, and specifically referred to it was made by Black Americans to refer to just being aware of like social injustice, like being aware of it, being awake to it, as which is why it's woke. But that meaning has kind of been not forgotten. I'm sure a lot of people know what what woke actually means. It's not the way it's used by the wrong people, though. Which is unfortunate. But that's why I'm here to inform people what woke actually means and how it's supposed to be used. Especially for Black History Month. I feel a little bad. I haven't really acknowledged Black History Month. At least not on stream that much. I feel like I should have acknowledged it a bit more, and now February's almost over. I just don't feel like I'm really the I don't have much to say. I'm not one of the voices that should be listened to during okay, that's a very mean way to say it, but you know what I mean. My voice is not one of the important ones during Black History Month. But it's still a very important month to, acknowledge. So since it's almost over and I haven't said anything about it so far, I feel like it's important to at least mention it. Trust me, I'll have more to say during Pride Month. Because that's my that one's mine. That's my month. I feel stuck. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with them. I don't know what to do with them. I don't know what to do with them. Stretch. And you made your cakes. I will also hydrate and pet the rock in a moment. Water. Eh. Yeah. But hi, welcome Major Cakes. Hope you're doing well. Might actually be a great idea. Redeem rock cosplay. Hey, even if rock cosplay was a thing, there wouldn't be any cosplay today because the rock's wearing a birthday hat because it's my birthday. Thank you for the birthday wishes. This might actually be a great idea for his partner Pokemon. It doesn't scream ghost type, but it also doesn't have to be ghost type. It has to be water type, and then it can like become ghost type when it mega evolves, quote unquote. Because the mega evolution quote unquote thing, the gimmick in my Pokemon region is very themed around myth and legend, but also a little bit on literature. Just because I like literature, so I think it's fine to include it alongside legends and myths because they're kind of the same thing. Literature is just kind of modern day mythology, except instead of being passed down orally, it's written down. So it kind of fits in the same boat. Plus, one of the mega evolutions that I've already done for my region is if I can go find it. It's so many different glowing bits. It's where is it? Here it is. Oregon. Which is very, very much inspired by War of the Worlds. It just happened that way because this, like, it appeared to me in a dream, and I felt like I had to add it to my region. but it's definitely War of the Worlds inspired. So I think including literature is completely fine in my region, which is great for this because I can turn this Nautilus. I can make a Nautilus Pokemon. Not that Nautilus. Where are they found? Aren't they found in more tropical places? Hold on. Nautilus. Are they even found in Norway? But my point is, I can turn this Nautilus creature into the Nautilus, the ship from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I think that would be a very cool thing. What did you get for your birthday? I have not opened my present anymore. It's anymore yet. Wow, I'm confusing words that have no relation. What is wrong with me? It's sitting right here. I have a suspicion that I know what's inside. Speaking of literature, there's this part. It's two distinct boxes, two distinct box shapes. One is very clearly a book, which makes sense because I asked for a book. But I don't know which book it is. I remember I sent my mom a list of books that I want. But let's see which book it is. I'm not gonna open it on stream though. I want to open it when my mom gets home so she can see me oh my god. Google Google it's giving me balloons. Google it's giving me balloons. Nautilus. Habitat? Where are Nautilus found? Yeah, they're not found anywhere near Norway. They're in they're in Southeast Asia and like Oceania around Australia and Singapore, the Indonesia and the surrounding countries. Like the Philippines. Oh my god, Sunday, can you Sunday can find a Nautilus and ship it to me by mail. Oh, that would kill the poor thing. I'm joking, obviously. I don't condone animal cruelty like that. But I do want to see a real life Nautilus one day. They just look so weird and scrunkly. What? Don't worry about it, Sunday. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're strangers when we meet. He'll head over. We're strangers when we meet. Strangers when we meet. What if it's a troll gift? You still shouldn't send live animals through mail. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Yeah, this does not look evolved. This does not look like this looks like a pre-evolution. This looks like the concept has to be expanded a lot further for it to actually work as a fake one. A look from you and I would fall from grace, and I would wipe the smile right from my face. Do you remember when we used to dance? An incident arose from circumstance. One led to another, we were young, and we would sing together songs unsung. It was the heat of the moment, telling you what your heart meant. The heat of the moment, shown in your eye. It doesn't even have a face. It has an eye. To make it an actual fake mon, it would have to. It would need an actual face. I need to find a way to put a face on this creature. I like the idea, though. I like the idea of it. Especially the prospect of it mega evolving into the Nautilus from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. That will make this guy kind of like Captain Nemo, but you know, white. Stretch. Whew. Actually need to go to the bathroom. I will go over here and I will be right back. Wah! Wah! I'm back. Hello. Creature. I just realized I missed a golden opportunity. There's this amusement park in Norway, right? Because my Pokemon region is based on Norway. For those who aren't aware, there's this amusement park in Norway. And they have this mascot guy. He's specifically the mascot for only one part of like the amusement park. But he became so popular that like he spawned his own entire media franchise. But he's like a pirate guy. And I just realized this was a golden opportunity to reference that guy. But I didn't, because I'm silly. Happy birthday, Mel. If my rugs feel celebratory today. Thank you, Barry. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing super, super well. It doesn't really make sense to have a Nautilus Pokemon in a Scandinavian space region, because they are not found in anywhere close to Scandinavia. They're very tropical creatures. But like, the Nautilus, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I love that book. I haven't actually read it, but I love it conceptually. I wonder if that could be the book. Like, very obviously a book that is clearly here in my birthday present. Let's see, where I did have a list that I sent to my mom of all the list of the books that I wanted, which means it has to be one of them. Where is it? Not there. Not there. Not there. There it is. Let's see. Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne. The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. That one I got last year. War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells. 1984 by George Orwell. Animal Farm by George Orwell, which I also got last year. The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. Paradise Lost by John Milton. And Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Out of those that I don't have yet, which ones do I think it most likely is? Because this is a thick book, which means it can't be It can't be Metamorphosis, because that one's pretty small. But that just leaves all the other ones. So I have no idea which one it is. Knowing Mom, it probably is one that she's familiar with. So quite possibly Frankenstein. But I hope it's like... I don't know which one I hope it is, because I like all of them. I want all of them. I like books. VHS tape, obviously. It's actually Shrek 2 on VHS. Wow! I won't be able to watch this. We don't have a VHS player. Also, it's not long until I get my Christmas present either. It's been a while since I talked about this. I haven't really talked about it since Christmas was, and I told you all what I got for Christmas. But what I got for Christmas from my mom and dad, technically, was that we're going to see a Book of Mormon now in March. We're going to Oslo to see Book of Mormon. So that's not too long to wait now. So that's going to be a lot of fun as well. Better Nautilus. Improve this doodle over here. I just remembered something I'd rather be drawing right now. But I felt like I didn't want to draw on stream because I'm always self-conscious about what to draw on stream because I don't want to come off as like the biggest dork. I feel like, no, people don't want to see me draw this. I have to draw that in my free time, even though I know that probably isn't 100% the case, right? I always draw sparkles on the head when someone is bald. Is that mean of me? Is that like super mean of me to do? I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor. Feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time. Of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing. Still struggling to make him look ghostly. But you know, that's fine. It's fine. But now it's time to end stream, actually. So let's go look for someone to raid, shall we? I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor. Feeling like a little kid. Let's see who's streaming. Not many of my regulars are streaming right now. We can rate Technically Cute. It's been a little bit since we rated her. I wonder if I should do a different raid message today because it's my birthday. But I feel like if I came into someone's stream and said birthday raid, like that would kind of imply that it's their birthday, not my birthday. So I don't know about that one. I don't quite know about that one. So I think we're just gonna do the regular raid message, and I'll just say, hey, it was my birthday today. But yeah, we're gonna go raid Technically Cute. Man, the bitrate has been awful all stream. At least it didn't make me that upset. I didn't let it anger me too much, but it is frustrating that the bitrate is so bad. I swear it has to do with the snow. It has to do with the ice and the cold and the snow. I feel like it's fucking bothering some sort of contraption outside that's meant to pick up Wi-Fi signals. But I don't actually know how it works, so I can't say that for certain. Take care. Hope you have a great birthday for us today. Thank you, Payne. Thank you all for I'm gonna start the raid. Water. But yeah, thank you all for coming. I really appreciate all of you for coming and hanging out with me. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. I appreciate you all so much. I'm sorry I didn't have anything better planned today. I didn't want to bother. I've been struggling a lot mentally recently, and so I just didn't want to bother planning anything special. I just wanted to relax. I didn't want another thing on my mind. So I didn't plan anything. But I still hope you all enjoyed the stream. I hope you had fun. I hope to see you all back again next time. Tomorrow we'll be playing some Marvel Rivals, probably. Or some Deadlock, we'll see. Because I played I played a lot more Deadlock this weekend, and I'm starting to really get into it. It's really fun. No, I promised Minecraft stream this week. Okay, we're gonna play Minecraft actually, and probably some Rivals. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate you all. As always, remember, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, whatever time it is for you. And as always, remember to eat food, drink water, take your meds if you have them, if you need them. And yeah, bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Hope to see you all again next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.